And playing all kinds of games. Like when I was coming here, I took the 2 train to 42nd Street. Huh? Huh? I can hear you. Sorry, I don't have any system. Don't worry about it. You know, as I was coming here to the number 2 train, I just went to use the bathroom. I went to 42nd Street with number 2 train. So they noticed this is my turn, and I'll go from Times Square, number 2 train. I would take the elevator and cross over to the shuttle to come here to the Grand Central, 42nd Street. So as I was connecting to the shuttle, as soon as I got off the elevator from number 2 train, I was walking through the passageway like this. And all of a sudden, there was this black American woman on the intercom saying, and I was screaming, there's a crazy person around, police, police. So they turned out to be inducing panic against me, but mocking me. I don't know if she was referring to me or somebody else. And I was just quickly moving, you know. So they're inciting violence against me. Why should I be shouting crazy persons in the train station? Please, police, please, we need your help. We need your help. So they're making up rules around me. And when I got here, also they lock up the large door that was fitting my stroller. So I had to use a bathroom that wouldn't fit in my store. So I put my stroller outside the bathroom store. And as I was using the bathroom, they were putting, and they were started playing a recorded message saying any unattended luggage should be removed. So they were causing me to panic. I couldn't even use the bathroom because I was thinking they might come and remove my luggage or claim I'm blocking the way my luggage and arrest me. So they're inducing panic. They said the Senate is passing a bill that will make it easier to deport immigrants accused of a crime. Just based on accusation, will be deported before they have to wait till the criminal case is over. And so they want to make it easy to mistakenly deport people, you know, and my green card has been stolen. So they said, as soon as they're accused of anything wrong, they can call immigration on you right away and deport you. I said they've been deporting people with U.S. citizenship like that, people with green cards to Warsaw, and none of the foreign embassies would help me. So this is an attack on me based on my nationality. My mother's daughter is also Balalian Flora. Same mental so my mother got her locked up at Bellevue Hospital while she was getting treated for heart disease. And my mother was telling me about it in the hospital. I know I was calling on the phone and she was telling me that her daughters are trying to get her locked up in the psych ward. And they did it. And I got my mother killed. My mother said they were going to steal our money. And also, they may have put a life insurance policy on her. She was suspicious because I think one of the doers sells life insurance policy, and Bolani, I was poisoning my mother with current and fish poison. And my mother went to stay with her because the police took her home in New York, and then Uganda was trying to help us get her home back. The police went after Uganda. So my mother lost hope and she went to Pennsylvania. I told her not to go, but she went there because she said she can't be on the street. So I reasoned with her that at least she'll have a place to stay. And because that door my mother always complained that rescue people in Nigeria that was trying to kill me and my mother. Me and my mother testified against those people in my asylum hearing at the immigration court in 2001. My immigration number is 77954628. So my files can be reviewed. I'm not making anything up. You know, so my mother said my mother that daughter would be on the phone with those people in Nigeria and was sending gifts to those people in Nigeria. She sent the other daughter, Flora. My mother has two daughters here in America, Belong and Flora. They have U.S. citizenship. They were just mistreating my mother with a U.S. citizenship. I said they would send the packages to the post office, like United States Postal Service. So it's possible that the post office has a record, because if you're sending gifts to Nigeria to the post office, I'm sure they will weigh the gift and enter the zip code of the sender and enter the destination. So that will still be to tell you the postage price and weigh the gift. So that they can the United States Postal Service in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, they can be subpoenaed to release records of people sending gifts to Nigeria around 2014 and 2015 when my mother was living there in Pittsburgh. Yes, she said they were doing that for a number of years, even before 2014. And they were still pretending to be cool with my mother, and they were still talking. So they were playing both sides, talking to my mother's enemy and my mother's daughters. Were talking to my mother's enemies in Nigeria, and they were still pretending to be cool with my mother. So when my mother went to live with them in 2016, that's when she noticed that those daughters were talking to people in Nigeria that wanted to kill me and my mother. I applied for asylum and my mother testified of New York at the immigration court for me. So this is what is going on. So I think, so some of these city of New York officials, they may be trying to hurt me with the governor, Oko, and Mayor Adam, because I'm a foreigner. I've been suing the city of New York for killing my mother in Bellevue Hospital, lying on her that she's crazy, joining with the daughters, the line floor. So it's like they don't want me to get any money, and I believe they can just kill this person. So they're bringing new laws now. What they do is to bring new laws to target me like a Jim Crowism. So they brought a law that it's illegal to have a stroller in the subway. So you're not a pregnant woman, or if you don't have a baby. So I told them this is discrimination. I told the police that you can't discriminate because there's a law called equity that you can't just because of somebody's gender. I'm a transsexual, ban me from having stroller, but allow women to have strollers. So they now saw you can't really arrest people for that. So now they say no, now they're going to be arresting people because they appear mentally ill. So they told all these charity organization that give me clothing, they don't want to be giving me clothing anymore. I've been waiting now for weeks and weeks because I need to change all my clothing. I need the new jeans, new underwear, new styles. So I've been waiting for them for weeks now. Those charity when they see me, they'll flee. I'm like, I was waiting for weeks now. Why are they doing this? As soon as I arrive, they tell me they're leaving. No, they can't give me any stuff. They're leaving and they'll give it to the other people like the black Americans. So I noticed they've been trying to go through them. So I think that those charities on 34th Street near Macy's, they've been working with the city of New York and they'll be laughing as they're leaving. So they've been working with the city of New York that they should deprive me of clean clothing and everything, and then they can arrest me. That they think I'm mentally ill, and they know I don't have anybody that will speak on my behalf because I'm witness to my mother's daughter killing my mother. So they know my mother they know my mother's daughter's brother will want me dead, because I'm a witness. I can get them in prison for killing my mother, feigning mental health for my mother. So this city has noticed I'm vulnerable, so now they're attacking all the homeless. As I was coming here on 42nd Street, number 2 line, I was walking through the passageway to connect with the daughter to come here. And there was this black American woman on the MTA intercom. She was screaming, crazy person, crazy police, we need you. As a crazy person. So she was insulting me. And I was when I don't see no crazy person, is the mission referring to. Police coming out, there's a crazy person on the subway, you know. So they're turning it into a joke. I'm a Nigerian, and they're having black Americans mock me, and they believe they can kill me like that. I wouldn't stand a chance because Trump is going to be president next week, and he's not going to care about any immigrants either. So this is what is going on. So this is getting more serious and serious. I don't feel safe. The international community has to say something about this. Like they want to kill as many foreigners as possible under this Trump, just to get at me, because they feel insulted that me as a foreigner, an African also wants to be suing and getting money. And I'm not just suing for fun. They killed my mother. The police took my home. So I believe that this is their main hate. I applied for welfare. All they gave me is $100. Even though I have a green card, and they're giving black Americans thousands of dollars. I told them I was raped on the street. I've been homeless for 14 years. All they gave me is $100. I can't even buy new clothing. So I think they just feel insulted that an African will come here and be suing the city of New York and get money, and they believe that over their dead body. So this Governor Oko and this Mayor Adams, if anything happens to me, they should be held responsible because now they're having street gangs. They'll come and sit there on the train, they'll be touching my body. They're having people just trying to make me angry. Even there was a woman on the street, she was a Spanish woman. She was like, you're going to get locked down and your baby mama will come and free you if you're lucky to still be alive. But your baby mama will come and free you. So, so I believe they want to commit a fraud. They want to kill me and claim that while I was alive, I adopted so many children. So all my property should go to all these children. I didn't adopt nobody. They want to create confusion. I'm a transsexual girl, so that means I can't have a child even if I have sex with a man. I'm a male that turned into a female. So I don't have any child. I don't have any agreement to adopt any child. I'm a homeless Nigerian on the street. So there was this Spanish woman, she came and sat next to me. She said, you're going to get locked up and you're lucky to still be alive. Your baby mama's going to come and free you. And she was talking, she was crazy, but she was well dressed. So they're putting Spanish gangs, they keep bringing Spanish women to rub their breast on me. So I think they believe, it will be nice because, if they use a black American woman, people can detect, this is hate crime. Why would a gay African having sex with a black American woman? So they're using Spanish women to create confusion that maybe I just like Spanish women. So I'm gay, I'm transsexual, I'm not into none of that. I'm not into none of that. So they're committing a crime. This is genocide America is committing against Africans. They say for 500 years, they brought Africans here to work for free. And they believe forever and ever Africans are the slave. So international community, South African embassy, you're helping the Palestinians, but it's a much more worse hate crime going on in New York City. So please don't bring the FIFA World Cup here. It's not safe. They're supposed to bring the FIFA World Cup in 2026 and the Olympics in Los Angeles in 2028. The government is acting irresponsible, not protecting lives. My mother's been dead. A black American helping me, my mother, Rigotta, was killed by the police after I recorded Rigotta saying it was going to help me. The same place where I recorded him on Bay Street and Beach Boulevard in 2014, the police went there on the same street corner, cornered him and took him dead. I'm the only one with evidence that will show he was killed on purpose, and they never let me testify in court. So it's a lot of this of murders of blacks in this city. The police wouldn't resolve it. Even they said there was one that was called Jam Master Jay. He was a rapper, and there was a guy that they used to sell drugs together, and the guy was threatening Jam Master Jay with a gun. And one day the guy brought a gun and shoot Jam Master Jay, and everybody knew this. It was this guy that killed Jam Master Jay, and for 12 years the police didn't arrest the guy. So even among the hip hop artists, when the guy killed, the police don't investigate. Even there was a one called Tupac. It's everybody knew who his killer was, and the police hasn't arrested the killer. So they said the leave black cases unresolved. So I believe as an African also, anybody can just kill me. So they're making up all kinds of lies about me to make me look like I'm a crazy African that doesn't know how to dress good. So I always get clothing from the church. They come to 34th Street near Macy's. And all of a sudden for weeks now, I noticed anytime I arrive, the church will pack their belongings and quickly leave. They say, no, they can't give me any stuff. They're already late, they're leaving. So I'm wondering why they're avoiding giving me stuff. It's like this government, this man told them. So we want that person to be dirty so we can claim the person is crazy and is scaring everybody. That's why we arrested them and killed them. This is an accidental killing. So this is dangerous, where they let killers run free. So this city shouldn't be hosting the World Cup. My mother has been killed, our killers are running free. And they're claiming the reason why they need to be arrested homeless is a lot of homeless are crazy. I'm like, no. You don't arrest people because you think they're about to commit a crime. Anybody can commit a crime. White kids go take guns into schools and shoot schools down. Columbine High School, that was a case when I was in Africa that was publicized and stuff. You know, and you don't arrest all these white kids, say they're all mentally ill. Anybody can commit a crime. And the Brooklyn Federal Court issued an order that you can't be arresting people because you think because of their situation they're going to commit a crime. A lot of blacks are poor. So if you're going to base it on that, a lot of blacks you could be arrested, and that's what this government wants to be doing. She's saying a lot of the poor homeless because they're poor and they may not be mentally well. So she wants to be arresting us early. No, nobody's born a crime. They said in South Africa they used to arrest parents under the apartheid. Said they don't want the races to mix because they think it's going to lower the value of the white race. So if a white person has sex with a female black and they produce a child, they will arrest those parents for committing a crime because they believe the black blood is poisoning the white race. So this government, of course, is bringing apartheid policy where they want to be arresting people because you're black. They think you're most likely to become a criminal and hurt people, and they want to arrest you early and go and lock you up as a mental disease. So this is the worst insult to the black race. She's not even locking us up as a terrorist, but as a mental disease. So a lot of blacks are poor after slavery. Nobody gave them reparation. So all they know is the street life because they don't have generational wealth. I'm an African immigrant. I'm poor also by my virtue of being an immigrant. The Nigerian money used to be more than the US dollar. My mother, when she was living in the 1970s, she said, well, anytime they send money to her from Nigeria, it's more than the US dollar, but now the Nigerian money has gone down. So I'm poor by that, all the money my mother had in Nigeria, it's not worth nothing now. She's now dead. So because of that, I'm poor. That doesn't make me a mental disease to America that needs to be arrested before I hurt somebody. So this lady's ignorant and she's breaking the law. She's the governor, but if they can't find a better person to replace her, She's ignorant and I need to arrest her. Because a lot of people are in jail for just being stupid. So being stupid is not an excuse. I don't know how she got her law degree. I'm not insulting at school, but she's overstepping her boundary. There's a court order, Floyd versus City of New York, that the police should stop arresting blacks just for any reason, unless the person has committed a crime. But this government is not saying all the homeless are more likely to commit a crime. No, anybody can commit a crime. There are white people that kill their spouses and steal their insurance money or life to steal the property. There's Epstein. Epstein wasn't a black poor male. It was setting people up allegedly and extorting them for money, claiming they found them having sex with a little child. So anybody can be devious, you know. So they need to stop setting me up, and this has to be investigated by the international community. So New York is not safe to host the World Cup in 2026, and it's not safe and America is not safe to host the Olympics. Look, for the past 14 years now, they've robbed me in America, stolen all my immigration papers, my passport, and nobody would help me. The lawyers would tell me, no, we don't want to deal with you. Me and my mother, we used to go to different lawyers. They said, we don't want to deal with you and your mother. Say, no, 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 we don't want to deal with you both. And one of the lawyers told me, so, we don't like dealing with immigrants because really, people don't really like immigrants in America and the courts don't be awarding money to immigrants. And one of the lawyers broke it down. So there's nothing wrong with you or your mother, but I have to tell you the truth. So we don't really like dealing with blacks and immigrants because the court don't be awarding money for blacks. So it's got to be white. So that's what the problem is. And my mother gave up. She was like, she's not even going to the court anymore. She's just going to get a place to live and just continue working as a homemaker. Then her daughters went and set my mother up because they feel they can make money if she dies. So they want her to die and they believe, you know, because I believe my mother was telling them that I told her that, a lot of these lawyers don't want to help us because they say, especially if you're an immigrant and you don't die, so the courts wouldn't want to award you money no matter how you suffer. So Diallo died after they awarded money. So I believe based on what I told my mother, the lawyer told me, my mother must have told her daughters, so they set up a plan to kill my mother early, hoping that maybe the court will award money to them. So this has become barbaric for my mother's daughters, you know, they are born in Brooklyn and they set my mother up once I locked her up in the psych ward in Manhattan Bellevue Hospital. My mother's a Nigerian woman and they lied on her that she's a crazy person. Even though my mother isn't crazy, and they got her locked up and killed her because my mother was fighting to death. She died of shock. Their own dress would turn against her. So this is the lack of protection to immigrant lives in America and New York City is inciting a lot of crimes. As I was coming here, there was an MTA worker screaming on 42nd Street. Said police, wait, there's a crazy person on the subway. And I'm wondering, I'm aware to clothing. There's clothes all over the world. I don't walk around naked, and I thought about the bathroom here. They were saying unattended luggage should be taken away. And I noticed they locked the door to the large store. And they always bother me, every time I try to use the bathroom. So I couldn't use the bathroom. I quickly took my belongings and left. Because I had to leave my belongings outside the store. The large store that could fit my belongings, they locked that store up. And then when I came out of the bathroom, a guy came and left his belongings to block my way. Sometimes they want me to bump into their belongings. And he was asking me what's up. Please, I'm not looking for any friends or wedding conversation. So sometimes I've been noticing people, there's a gang sending people to be bumping into me. They say, they can lie and claim, you have bed bugs, and when they bump into you, they got bed bugs. So since the Olympics in Paris, people are saying, if you touch somebody's luggage,
You can't have that here, right? You gotta go upstairs.
I'm sorry?
You just gotta go outside with that cart.
I'm not bothering anybody.
You just gotta go outside.
Can I have your badge number?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
2620.
But I believe I've been picked on. People come here with carts all the time. I'm not bothering you guys.
Yeah, no. Come in the area. Just go up the exit, please.
Okay, so bother me. Can I get a police report? Can I get your card number?
2620.
Yeah.
My name is Y3201.
I think I met you before. Remember when I was drinking out of the bathroom at night? I don't know if it's you or not. So I'm being received. Let me have your business card.
You don't have business card, man.
You don't have business card. You gotta go, all right?
Okay.
01,
So I will see you in criminal court.
Yes.
Because I'm going to report you to 311.
Yes.
You're forming a gang arresting immigrants.
Thank you.
Okay? Because you can't be arresting me. You're arresting me, you're both going to jail.
right.
Okay? For the past 1 week now, they've been terrorizing me, arresting me, for no reason. So they got me angry like that, and then they would, they'll call the police on me while I'm angry. They don't let me use the bathroom. Anywhere there's bathroom, they will start making up rules. Look, FIFA is not set to bring the work up here. How can they say you can't have carts? How am I going to carry my luggage? Am I supposed to carry my luggage on my head? So since last year, they changed all the rules to criminalize everything about me so I can be easily arrested and killed. And people have been telling me, you're just a sacrifice. You're the next Tupac. You're the next Jordan Neely. So this is intentional. This is very intentional. So this is terrorism in the subway. I'm going to inform Homeland Security. I have their badge number. So they're terrorizing as an immigrant. I can't ride the subway. So they're feeding mental illness on people. And they'll get you angry. Okay? So they surround me with their soldiers and everything. So this governor, she has gone rogue. She has gone rogue. They used panic like this to kill my mother. And when her daughter sent mental illness on her and got her killed, my mother was in shock. Because my mother wasn't mentally ill, she was just in the hospital to treat her disease. So they make it hard for me to find a bathroom to use. They say that these are slavery laws, where they used to stop blacks from using the bathroom. They have to use the bathroom outside. There's a movie called Green Hotel. So anywhere there's a bathroom, they will arrest me. So, there's a black American guy that was trying to bump into me. I think he may be one of the undercover agents. He was trying to bump into me, saying, what's up, what do I want from me? I said, no, I don't need anything from you. So they tried to link me up with some crime. That's why I don't use the men's bathroom. They will be harassing me, sexually harassing me. So they believe under this Trump, they can kill an immigrant like Diallo, and the whole world can say nothing. And Trump wouldn't care either. That Trump is the redneck they need that would help them support any killing that the police would destroy every investigation. Like the Ghana's case, when I, the witness that knew what happened, because I had given Ghana court papers to give to the police, and days later the police went and took him dead. And I was to court Ghana, I was under FBI surveillance because I used to have been in immigration prison. So I've always been on FBI surveillance since 2000. And the FBI surveillance was recorded. And they messed that case up. They didn't let me testify in court. And they brought a weak case because the whole world said they want justice for Ghana. And they gave them a lousy, fake attempt at justice. They hid witnesses and destroyed that case. So they're getting people killed, and they believe they can easily kill me and just hide witnesses, and they don't.